and Show Me Reptiles. We're coming at you live right now from the truck.
The truck.
Man, the truck, the office, the Show Me home. We got Justin back here. He's been driving. I know he's tired, but I definitely wanted to bring it. So, Micky, we're just going to kind of do the weekend roundup here. So, the Show Me bangers we've got 3 of them, right, boss?
Yeah.
So, we're going to the Grovetown, Georgia show. Then, what other shows do we got busting out this weekend?
We've got Derry, New Hampshire, and then we've got our big-ass 2-day St. Louis show.
Man, you heard it. It is a big-ass St. Louis show, guys. I love the St. Louis show too, man. And I hate to say it because I know people are like, man, hey, what's up, Wayne? Glad to see you down there, brother. People are like, man, Steve, why are you going to Georgia? Well, guys, I want to spread it out a little bit. And Micky was like, hey, we need to come down here, see what's going on. And that's the man with the plan over there. So I go where he drag and drops me. So I'm kind of like that little... the little Wii game system, the little meme person or whatever, and I just kind of get dragged and dropped wherever we're going. So, what do you got, Micky? What kind of cool stuff do you have coming up that we can actually share? I know there's a ton.
Oh man, I gotta decipher through it. We're always working on so much stuff. We're getting ready to drop a bunch of new locations. We've been slowly dropping them. I think we dropped the new. Was it Memphis that we just dropped? Or is that... Oh, I don't think I was supposed to say anything about that one yet. It's not ready.
What made me excited was I heard about Oregon.
Oh, yeah. There's Medford, Oregon. That's right there in southern Oregon. Super excited about that show. Love the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, so we're going to go try our hand up there in Washington. I'll be up there, in September. What else did we... I know we're working on some states that don't even have reptile shows in.
So something that I had heard, and I guess if I'm going to get confirmation, no better person to get it from you. But what made me excited about Oregon was, am I right? We are now the only show that goes absolutely coast to coast?
Yeah, we're coast to coast. We're east to west, north to south. We're all over the country. We're going to keep on growing. I do think we're the biggest reptile show promotion in the country.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I think that's pretty
So that's one thing, guys. That's why everybody hears the touting and stuff of American Reptile Expo, because that's exactly what you get with Show Me Reptiles. There's hey, what's going on, Mike? Mike says hi, Micky.
What's up, Mike?
So that's just really exciting to me that there's so many different locations, different states, and from what I've seen, going 3 or 4 states away, it's a different reptile show than what I'm used to. So I guess what I'm telling everybody, it is worth getting in your car and driving 2 hours, 3 hours to go hit a Show Me Reptile show that might be a little out of your local area. Dude, the animals changed, Micky.
Yeah, the animals are different, so it's really geographical what people keep, and I think what happens with a lot of the shows is people think, oh, it's just ball pythons and crested geckos. That's a bunch of bullshit. That's not like that everywhere. If that's all you're seeing at a show, you're going to the wrong show.
Yeah, and that's one thing that really, really amazed me and changed things for me, because I spend so much time going around looking for ball pythons and things like that. And when I've traveled to some of these other shows, so for instance, Bloomington, dude, it was totally different. There was, I don't know, 4 or 5 ball python breeders in the room. There was a lot of extra room for other reptiles to breathe, man. The last show that we did together, one table, or I guess you weren't there. The last show that I did, one of the vendors brought like 25 crested geckos. He left with 3, Micky.
Yeah.
Crested geckos, bro.
Yeah, no, it's and whenever I'm talking about a bunch of ball pythons and crested geckos, don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong with keeping and breeding ball pythons or crested geckos. We love all the reptiles the same.
But there can be an overabundance, and there clearly was an overabundance at shows a year and a half ago, and I can't speak for other shows. Micky, you know I'm loyal to the Show Me shows even before we linked up like we're doing now. It was one of the circuits that I would travel to. I have indeed traveled 4 or 5 hours away to go to a Show Me show and paid my ticket price at the door every time because it's the right thing to do. And I've never personally been let down. First reptile show I ever went to, I've said it a million times and I will never not say it because it lit my passion. Guys, don't sleep on Show Me Reptiles. You guys, you're missing out. And if you're just hearing about it now, dude, congratulations, guys. You just found the circuit to be a part of, whether you're attending or you're vending. It's a good time. Can I ask you a question then, Micky?
Sure.
So, when you've been doing reptiles for a long, long time. When you first decided to start a show, there's no way you could have dreamed it was going to be what it is today, right? Or did you just automatically know I'm a winner and this is what I'm doing?
Well, we started out, we had a really, really good show in St. Louis, and, everybody started hearing about it. They come out, they check out the show in St. Louis, and people are like, hey, man, you got to come down here, you got to come over here, you got to come here. So we started spreading out what we were doing in St. Louis everywhere else, and started trying to replicate that everywhere. And no, I had no idea. I thought, I'd just have a little local show.
So I got to interrupt you. What I heard was you were invited to so many other areas that to please the masses, Show Me had no choice but to expand. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, I had breeders. We flew down to Atlanta and met with other breeders to put shows in,
sure,
in the other cities and stuff. And yeah, we went and we did them, and we're still there and still growing the reptile communities.
How long ago was that?
Oh,
that we're talking about?
Geez, I think it was during COVID. Because we were one of the only companies doing reptile shows during COVID. So, we were doing our part to keep the reptile community alive and flowing during that. So
what I meant was, when was the infancy of your first shows? Because I know you guys were around for years before I was even born into this thing.
Oh, our first show was like 2015.
Yeah, so
we're in our 10th year of doing shows. I think we've hosted well over 1,000 shows at this point.
Decade long, decade strong, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got all the gray hairs and the pudgy belly to show for it.
Yeah, well, I feel like everything is going good. I feel like everything is actually moving more warp speed in the right direction. And I'm not just talking Show Me, I'm talking just overall. I think things are on the up and up, and I'm just really excited to be a small part of whatever this is that you guys have already built to this point, and now it's just like, I don't even know, man.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, honestly, we're offering more than anybody else that's out here doing shows. And if you did a show a couple years ago and you had bad experience, I hate that for you, but you should come back and check them out again, because things are totally different than they ever were before. We're so organized now, it's freaking ridiculous.
Well, and that's one thing that I kind of respect about the overall business, organization, team, however we want to call it, the family. It's real fluid. Things have changed. Things haven't just changed for the reptile shows. They've changed in how we keep reptiles. And it's just been the evolution, and you have kind of become some of the evolution of show promotions, absolutely, across the United States. I don't think that can be questioned by anybody.
Yeah, we're constantly pushing the envelope of, and always trying to work to make the shows better for the vendors, and better for the attendees and, of course, the animals that are being kept. You know, we've got a great support system for new reptile keepers that come out and buy, you know, animals at these shows so they can be successful, because, you know, this is honestly all about the animals. I mean, we can appease the vendors and the attendees, but at the end of the day, I really just care that the animals are getting taken care of properly.
You know, you talk about the animals, and I mean, it's not a total secret, but this is kind of letting the cat out of the bag a little bit. I've seen it around some, but dude, I've heard you saying a lot about conservation efforts, which is definitely, there is no gain on the show me side for like monetary value of doing so. That is absolutely showing overall conservation for Mother Nature and all that's inside of it. What's your thought processes on what you'd like to see and maybe what we're looking for? Because I know that you've told the team we need to keep our eyes open for various organizations to look to step up and support.
So we've built a big platform over the years, and I'd really like to use that to help conservation. We've always done things for conservation, you know, be it locally or nationally or whatever, but we're really looking to help support, you know, entities that are out here, you know, picking turtles up and actually putting the work in, you know, making a difference, because conservation is huge to me. Like, I would love for my great-grandchildren to be able to enjoy box turtles, so you know, we work a lot to make sure the box turtles here in Missouri stay going, you know, like there's, yeah, so I've always been huge on conservation, and that's what I kind of like about the reptile industry, you know, because people love reptiles, but guess what? They can keep an exotic, captive, born and bred reptile. They don't have to go outside and catch a rat snake and keep it in a fish tank until it dies.
Which I was going to say is 9 out of 10 times a horrible idea.
Yeah, leave the animals in the wild. You know, let's let them live their lives out in the wild, and get a nice captive, born and bred animal from a breeder. You know.
Sure. So, on the kind of touching base on the conservation side, you mentioned something about the turtles. I mean, there's so many great opportunities out there, and I know that you're kind of a statistics numbers guy, and I don't know what the exact number is, but I had seen something that unfortunately a lot of these conservation agencies don't get a lot of the funding that some of these other organizations get. Is that something that you've noticed as well? Is that kind of part of the reason that Show Me can make a difference with this?
Well, yeah, you know, I don't know how to say this exactly.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even know how to deliver that either.
You know, I think that, in my opinion, I feel like if people are going to give money, they should give it towards conservation. You know, that's why a lot of our efforts are going towards conservation and not so much in other directions. You know, other directions are important too. You know, we still support USARC membership and everything like that, but I really feel like, you know, giving the money to the people, creating awareness for these people that are actually out here saving habitats where animals are living and stuff, I think that's more important right now, you know, because we're getting to a place with some of these species of animals where we'll never see them again if we don't do something about it, and that's just fucking sad, really. So.
It's horribly sad,
Yeah.
Micky. It's horribly sad. And, you know, guys, I know there's a lot of people out there, and when it comes to the reptiles, they're gross, they're slimy. I know it's not going to be the people that are looking at this, because that's not what we're about in the Show Me family. So I know you guys aren't either. So I'm not talking to you, but each one of us that sees this, we should try to do whatever we can to change that narrative. Because don't close yourself off to things in this world, man. There's already so much ugly out there that we can't control. Let's try to let some of the really cool stuff through the door. It's not all snakes, guys. So, you know, there's a lot of other things in there. But that sort of mentality, animal abuse is animal abuse. And, you know, that's kind of how I feel about it. That's how I feel when somebody busts the line, the only good snake.
Yeah.
That's garbage pail stuff. And I always tell them, do you kick puppies? You know, because it's still an animal.
They probably do kick puppies. Generally, a lot of the people that say that stupid stuff are not great people anyways. So.
And it's just education.
Yeah.
Lack of education and an unprecedented fear.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's the whole goal here, is just to create allies with the reptile community and grow it, you know, because we have a bigger voice with the more people, obviously. So, you know, it's very important to me to, you know, teach people about these reptiles and then, you know, show them conservation and explain to them why conservation is so important. And that's why, you know, like on the Show Me Marketplace, we're lining the bottom. Instead of doing paid advertisement on the bottom, we're just setting it up so people can donate directly to conservation.
That's awesome.
Not to some organization that says that they're doing conservation. Like, this is going. So if you hop on the Show Me Marketplace and you're scrolling through the bottom, you know, you find like the TTPG or, you know, the CCR Conservation Corp down there. That money, if you guys donate it, actually goes to the people that are doing research and conservation stuff, you know.
So the ones that are actually fighting to keep today here tomorrow.
Yep, exactly. You know, and you know, little project I've been trying to save up for a couple of years for is, you know, I'm trying to build a box turtle reserve out here in Missouri. So I'm going to start trying to raise some money for that. You know, it's just one of those super tight things.
Sure. So, well, guys, like I said, we just wanted to hop on for a minute, kind of tell you about the shows that are coming. One more round. We got to tell them again about the shows that are coming this weekend. So the 3 shows, we are going out to Grovetown, Georgia. We are, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours away from the destination.
300 miles.
300 miles.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and tell them the other 2 shows.
All right, so we're in Derry, New Hampshire this weekend, and we've got our big annual 2-day show.
Guys, hey, I appreciate it. Come on, guys. If you came in here, let's get some likes and some thumbs up on this. Show some love to your boy and the Show Me family, man, and share this out. Until next time, guys, peace. I'm out.